compartilhe nossos vídeos, se inscreva no canal e deixe seu like. Desde já agradecemos.
Another option of what could happen in this case is if the person gets up like this and you have his arms in this position here, you uncross your legs, and instead of throwing him forward by putting your feet on his hip, you now rest your knees on his chest in front of him. Let go of his arms, grab his ankles, and then push him back with your knees by raising your body. From here, put your knee on the ground and find yourself mounted on him like this. Once again, here. So from here, you uncross your legs, letting your body drop to the ground again. Keep your knees pushed inwards together, like this. Grab his ankles, and then as you raise your hip, push him backwards. At this point, put your knee on the ground, and then come around to mount on top of him like this. Uncross your legs. Put your knees together like this. You don't want to push the person back with your calves that way. That's not, you don't have the same amount of leverage if you push this way. The trick is to keep your knees together so that as you trap his legs and raise your body up, you have the knees pushing on his chest. It's much more powerful movement if you do this action here. Put then your knee on the ground and find yourself mounted on top of him. So if the person stands up on your guard, when you uncross your legs, don't push him back with this. There's not enough leverage here. The trick is to uncross your legs, grab his ankles, and push your knees this way. Once again, please, on this side. Guys, here, he gets up, uncross your legs, lower your knees, grab his feet, and push your knees this way so that he falls back from the driving power of the knees pushing him back. One more time, Royce, please. Grab the ankles, push back, and then immediately follow up by putting your knee on the ground and coming on top of him. Establish again a mounted position. The other side, please. On the ground and find yourself in a mounted position. But wait, okay. If when I uncross my legs to push him back, he holds on to this, and he doesn't fall back, it's time for me to then put my feet back on his hip, grab the elbows, lift the legs, keep my feet glued on his hip, and end up on the mounted position like this. So if he gets up, I grab the feet, the knee, I'm pushing him back. He doesn't fall back. My hands will grab his elbow, lower my hip, bring my feet in, move my head out of the way, lift him over, and end up in a mounted position. Of course, if he keeps the arm raised this way, it's time for us to look into putting the hands on the chest, bringing the leg around, and then completing with the arm lock, as we have seen before. All right. One more option here. If the person is inside of your legs like this, and stands up, and is getting ready to pass the guard, from a standing up position like this, he's still vulnerable to get caught on the triangle that we just saw. From here, raise the head and squeeze his neck. So the same triangle that we saw on the ground a few minutes ago, done from here, from a kneeling position, it can be done when the person is standing up. Once again, Royce, please. Come on. The hand goes inside, he's trying to pass the guard. I control the arm. The leg goes across his neck. Spin my body away. Catch the leg under here. And now raise the hip, get him on the choke. Another option is if he's passing the guard, going for this, I can grab a hold of his leg, spin around, and get him on the arm lock right here to then raise my hip and hyperextend the elbow. So the same arm lock that we saw a couple of moments ago when Royce was on his knees can also be done if the person is standing up. So I'm here, he brings the hand inside to pass the guard, lowering the leg, I grab a hold of his leg, allow my body to spin around, catch his neck, hold the arm here, and raise my hip. Be sure to use this hand to control his elbow so he doesn't pull out. So from here, he's bringing the hand inside the leg. I got the arm controlling this. Second hand is here. My body spins around. The leg catches over his neck. One hand here. The other hand is still controlling here. Lift your hip up on the arm and then raise your hip. All right. For the next sequence, we're going to see another way to reverse the position. Sometimes you find an attacker on top of you here trying to squeeze your neck, doing something like this. Use your legs to push him back. With your hand, deflect his arm. And again with your legs, allow him to bring him forward, pull him forward with your legs. So that now you have his elbow on the ground next to you. Your hands hold each other's wrists like this. You hold the hands like that to trap his arm. The idea is to keep this arm pinned next to my neck so that he can't get the hand out. The foot will go to the ground. Scoot your hip away, out from underneath him. Inch yourself around so that this hand can now find his wrist. From here, secure the wrist. Slip this hand. Once you have this hand under control, slip this hand out of here. Leave your shoulder on the ground and climb up to hook this leg inside of his foot, his leg like that. Then you run behind his back and you can go for that choke that we saw on the other previous tape. So the attacker is on top of you here, bugging your neck. You protect your neck from being squeezed. Use your legs to kind of shift the weight away to give you a little more breathing space. Push the arm aside and pull him forward with your legs. By having him inside of your guard, you can pretty much control his weight. See, my legs determine where do I want his body weight. So if he's bugging me with this, and I have my legs crossed around his waist, I can push him back, deflect the arm, and then pull him forward to secure the position here. I want to control his upper body. From this position, as I said, put your foot on the ground, keeping this snug so he doesn't break away from you. Scoot your hip away, inching yourself away. I loosen up the grip around his neck just enough to allow me to go around him until I can find his wrist with this hand. This leg drops under his legs. The leg on the back side here goes over, hooks inside of his leg. Climb on up, and you're now on his back to go for the choke from here. From this side here, Royce, please. So he's got the arm across the neck, squeezing my neck, rocking back, deflect the arm, and trap the neck again, just like this. Keep this controlled, secure, so he can't pull his arm out. Foot on the ground, scoot your hip away, inch yourself around, still securing this. Hold the wrist, bring your leg inside. This hand now can be slipping away. Hook the leg, climb up. From here, put the weight forward, and you're on his back for the choke. One more time, please, Royce. Rocking back, push the arm away, deflecting his arm from your neck, and secure the arm. Tira o braço aqui, Royce. You want to just stay with him if you have to for a little bit. Ride the position so that the arm can't be pulled out. Once you have this to a comfortable position of control, foot on the ground, scoot your hip away. I can look with my eye here, I can see his hand until I can find the wrist. Once I secure the wrist, this leg goes in, slide my hand and out, hook my leg, use my shoulder for support and climb up. So that I can find myself on his back, ready to go for the choke. Let me do this by myself 1 sec here. The person's inside of my legs, with the arm or squeezing my neck or putting the weight on my chest, rocking back, deflect the hand and then pull him forward. Secure your wrist. This is what I want to do first to make sure that he doesn't pull the arm out. From here, put your foot on the ground, and by raising your hip slightly off the ground, it makes it very easy for you to scoot your hip away. You kind of inch yourself around if you have to, a little bit at a time. Always kind of sliding your shoulder back. From here, secure the wrist so that he can't turn this way anymore. Leave your shoulder on the ground. It's a lot easier for you to get up than if you try to put your elbow on the ground. Use your shoulder here for support or your head on the ground. From here, shoot the leg over his back and climb up. Leg goes over his back and climb up. From this position, you can now naturally just pull this arm out. And you find yourself in a position to choke your opponent. Boys, let's try this on this side, please, one time. Sometimes if the person's got the weight on your neck, and you rock him back, you push him aside, you bring him close, and you control the arm, and everything is going the way you want, and you start getting ready to go to his back, and when you start scooting your hip away, he puts that leg up to prevent you from climbing over. He's kind of bracing himself that way and leaning the weight this way. I still want to control his wrist. This time though, I'm going to bring this hand under his leg, and with this leg here, I will let my weight go this way to develop a momentum and end up on top of him. Get into the mounted position. One more time, please, Royce. So I'm here, he's got the blade of the arm across the neck. I push him back, deflect the move, and find myself in this position. My plan is the same. I want to go to his back. As I start getting ready to go to his back, he puts the leg up and starts feeling my motion, and he resists by leaning the weight to the opposite side. I want to control his wrist, bring my hand under, secure the leg. The trick here is to use this leg as a way to throw his balance forward by doing this movement. I want to use the weight of the leg as a form of momentum, and then swing the leg down to end up on top of him. Walking back, big back here. Control the hand. Get a hold of his arm. If the arm is free and you can't reach that arm, this hand can also grab under his armpit right here, but still this hand goes for the leg. Allow your body to use the leg this way, and over he goes, so that you can end up on top of him. Turn the other side, please. You've got the blade on the neck. Rock him back, deflect the hand, secure your own grip. Okay? As I prepare to go to his back, he puts the leg up and start leaning the weight this way. I feed the hand, grab his wrist, like here. Control the leg, turn your hip around, swing the leg over and under, so that you can end up on top of him in a mounted position like this. So he's pushing the neck, you rock him back with the leg, deflect the arm, and go into this position. As I prepare to go to his back, he raises the leg to prevent me from going around him. I feed the hand to the wrist, bring my hand under this leg, spin my hip around, use the leg to develop the momentum, and end up on top of him. At this point, you find yourself in this position. If you want, you can just trap the neck, roll him over, fold the elbow down, turn him around, and then go for the choke. Let's do a quick review. So if the person is inside of your legs and raise the leg to pass the guard like this, You uncross your legs, rest your weight on your calf, on his leg, scoot your hip away, slide your shoulder back, and scissor to end up on the mounted position. Royce, once again. Uncross your legs, rest your calf on his leg, swivel the hip away, fit your legs, move your shoulder back, and then scissor with the leg. Once again, please, knee down. If he keeps his knees down, like this on the ground, you can also put your foot on the ground, scoot your hip away, fit the legs this way, control the arm, and scissor with the leg to end up mounted. So if his knees are still on the ground, foot on the ground, scoot your hip away, fit your legs this way here, slide your shoulder back, and using both legs, scissor him across to go to the mounted position. If he puts the leg up and you scoot your hip away and he braces himself by spreading his base down, from here you can put this leg onto his knee and either push the knee away and pull the arm back to end up mounted on him like this. Once again, please, Royce. Leg up, scoot your hip away, he braces himself. You can bring that leg all the way out, catch inside of his knee, slide your shoulder away, push the leg, and then mount. Let's do this too, Royce, from the other side, please. So he puts the leg up, I'm going to scoot the hip away, but he braces himself by putting both knees on the ground. Now I can't sweep as easy because he's got too much of a wide base. So from here, I slide my shoulder back, put my foot on his knee, and either push the knee and pull the arm and end up mounted on him this way, or leg up, scoot my hip away, get ready for this, bring my leg all the way out, catch inside of his knee, like a fish hook. I'm just hooking this up right here. Push the knee away, slide my shoulder back, lift the leg up, and end up mounted on him like this. The other move we're reviewing here is if he's on the process of passing the guard, he lowers his shoulder, my leg goes across, foot on the ground, scoot your hip away, bring your leg over your own foot. As I said, if you need to bring your hand to fit the leg real snug here, do so. Bring the arm out of the way and then squeeze the neck. So he puts the leg up, the hand goes inside. As soon as the hand goes under the leg here, the leg goes across the neck, foot on the ground, scoot your hip to the side, leg over, and then raise your hip. If when you try, he's passing the guard again. If I try for the triangle, but he raises the head, I can't catch my leg anymore. Scoot your hip away, bring the leg over his head, hold the wrist, and hyperextend the elbow by lifting your hip up. Leg goes in here under the leg, scoot my hip away, and do this. As I said, if you want to just spin around by using the support here, it's okay. Or if you want to put this back leg on the ground to move your hip, it's also okay. And then raise your hip. Leg up, boys. When I secure the elbow with this hand, and I have my hand under his leg, and I do the spinning around, would also position me for the arm lock from here, regardless if I'm going for the triangle or not. So he puts the leg up. I have the arm under control on this side. My hand reaches under his ankle here on this side. Uncross your legs and allow your hip to just swing freely this way, or by putting your foot on the ground, raising your hip and moving out. Either way. Leg over the head, secure the arm, and raise your hip. If when I do this move, and I get ready to spin around by turning my hip, he lowers his body down, and I can't catch him on the arm lock anymore. I spin my body like I did, my leg pushes him across, and I swing this leg downwards, lifting the leg up to end up on a mounted position. Once again, Royce, please. So he's here, I control the arm, find the leg, foot on the ground, scoot my hip away. He lowers his head so I can't catch him on the arm lock anymore. But I'm still going to use the momentum of this leg and this upper leg here to push him over and end up on the mounted position. If the person is in my guard and stands up, uncross your legs, control both of his elbows, allow your feet to fall into his hip, straighten your leg up, move your head, keep your feet glued on his hip so that you can end up in a mounted position. Stands up, uncross your legs, control his elbow, raise your leg up, and end up in the mounted position. If he stands up and is now, oh, there's another one here, sideways. There you go. From here, I uncross my legs, put both of my knees on his chest, get a hold of his ankle, and raise your back straight, pushing the knees on his chest so that he falls backwards. And from here, put your knee on the ground and end up on the mounted position. Stand up, uncross your legs, catch his ankles, put your knees together on his chest, raise your hips straight up, he falls back, put your knee on the ground, and end up on the mounted position. If he stands up and tries to pass the guard, from here, you can also try you go for the triangle at this point. From here, trap the leg, squeeze the neck. That's one option. The other one is as he's passing the guard, I grab the leg right here, bring my other leg over his head, control the arm with both hands, raise your hip, break the arm here. On your knees, please. If he's on your guard and he's just putting the blade of the arm across the neck, rocking back with your legs, deflect the hand, bring him forward, securing your hand like this so he can't get his arm out. Put your foot on the ground, inch yourself away, control how much you loosen up on the grip to allow you to go to his back. Find his wrist, bring the leg inside of between his legs, climb on up, keeping your shoulder on the ground for balance, put the weight forward, and you are now on his back for a choke or whatever you want to do at that point. He's squeezing the neck, push him back, deflect the hand, secure the arm. As I get ready to go to his back, he braces himself for resistance here by putting the leg up and leaning the weight because I can feel his weight pushing this way. At this point, I still want to secure the wrist, get a hold of his leg, use the leg here to develop the momentum, raise him over, and find myself once again in the mounted position. Well, my friend.
Compartilhe nossos vídeos, se inscreva no canal e deixe seu like. Desde já agradecemos.